Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel where we talk about relationships and marriages. In this channel, we believe that happy relationships give birth to happy marriages. So today we want to talk about love, the love dimension. Why do people fight in marriages? Most people fight because they don't understand the love dimension. And you ask them, when you say you love somebody, what do you mean? Can you define love? You will find that most people cannot even define love. So that's where the problem begins. Because now you get into marriages and into relationships, you will hear people saying that there comes a time where love, uh, uh, you know, uh, they say it finishes. You know, love cannot, in a marriage, when you hear people say in a marriage love can finish, and you ask yourself, what does that mean? It's because they don't understand what love is. Love is not feelings. That is why most people, they go when they've got problems in their marriages, they go and see um marriage counselors who can define even what love is. Because if you don't know what love is, you can't resolve people's problems. And you will go to that marriage counseling, coming back the same, and then fighting after that because they didn't define what love is. You've got to understand, a human being is born in the third dimension. The problems of life comes from the fourth dimension. And love is in the fifth dimension. So if a man does not know how to operate in the fourth dimension and in the third dimension, in the fifth dimension, he will die over in the third dimension. Some people, they are in marriages that they just can't go out. No, there's no love, but they are just together. But this thing can be rectified. Remember, you are born into the third dimension. So for you, the problems of life, they don't come from that third dimension. They come from the fourth dimension. So now, if you don't know how to operate in the fourth dimension, how can you solve the problems of the fifth dimension? So that one will elaborate it more when times comes. So now, let's define what love is. Because most people, when you ask them, what is love? They will give you the fruits of love. They will not define what love is. Because they don't know it. Love is spiritual. My definition of love is the application of knowledge gained from the truth that imparts life into your spirit. Is the application of knowledge gained from the truth. That truth imparts life into your spirit. So, what do I mean by that? When we say love is the application of knowledge. First of all, let's start from here. We've got three kinds of love. And these three kinds of love, they are we can use them interchangeably in marriage or in your relationship. What do I mean by that? We've got eros, which is the passionate, romantic, often sexual love. That is eros. That is what you feel when you say, I love that person. That is eros. Then we have philos, Philadelphia. You remember the city of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. So, philos or philos, deep friendship, brotherly love, affection. So, this is philos. Then we have agape. Agape is the God kind of love. The God kind of love. So, this is knowledge. Now, most of the time in marriages, when problems comes, they attack the eros kind of love. So when they attack the eros kind of love, you have to switch to Philadelphia. For example, if now, if a husband takes his wife as a sister, he will have more um, sympathy towards the wife, or the sister takes the husband as his elder brother, there will be sympathy towards the husband. So instead of judgment, now comes sympathy because of philos. Now you hear some women say, okay, or some men say, I can't deal with this person now. I'm tired. But if their kids misbehave, they are ready to defend and stand by that kid and believing that that kid will change. It's because of the Philadelphia love. So you've changed, you've switched from Eros to Philadelphia, and now you go beyond to agape. So now you see them as God sees them. So this is the application of knowledge. The application of knowledge. If you know, for example, that your child loves chocolate, and chocolate, when you buy that child is a chocolate, that chocolate brings joy to that child. What do? You will always try to buy chocolate for that child. You know what you do? You are bringing an emotion, and that emotion is called love. It's called joy. And joy is the fruit of the Spirit. This, if somebody has love, you can see joy in them. Do you understand? So it's an application of knowledge gained from the truth. What is the truth? The truth is the word of God. So we will be dealing with the truth in episode 2. So this kind of episode, we will elaborate more when times goes on. We will be able to dive more into this episode of love and explain more because it's very broad. Thank you.